young men in their 20s and in their 30s need brotherhood these days, okay? We need brotherhood, we need real connections with other men, with like-minded people, with like-minded men. And I tried for several years with dating, with women, and I had good experiences. I had a few girlfriends, many one-night stands actually, but it's getting worse nowadays. It's getting harder and harder to get a decent woman, and actually I find it's a lot easier to have like a one-night stand than before, but it's so much more difficult to get a real woman with good values and not a woman which had like so many guys and has many dick kilometers like dick count, dick kilometers. And so I gave up a little bit on traditional dating. I will not give up completely. I will continue to approach women like in public or on an event when I see a nice one, and try to find a good woman, because there must be some left, but it's rare these days, and it's they're getting fewer. But I'm not losing hope completely. And I mean a woman with that you can build a future, maybe with children, or build a family which is loyal. So I created this channel so that we can build a community for ourselves, help each other out. So if you like this thought, this movement, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down your experiences with dating the last years. If you think I'm right, and it's getting a lot worse. And social media brainwashed society completely, and especially women. For example, I watch young women like in their 20s, for example in the city, because I find them attractive, obviously. But I look at them, and then I always see them like when they're walking like to a bus station, or they're walking to an appointment, to a restaurant, whatever, to meet a friend. They're always walking like this with their smartphone in her hand, and she's walking, not looking up, not greeting anyone, not looking in your face when you cross her, just looking in a smartphone. And I compared it with young men in their 20s or 30s, and it's not that big of a problem with them, actually, in my observations, so to speak. I think that women are more affected, especially young women, because they are getting so much attention through their phone, through social media, so much likes and so much like betas, like Sims are texting her how beautiful they are and giving her all that attention, which they shouldn't, because that's pathetic. That's pathetic behavior for a man. Nobody should do that. And so it's nonsense these days. It's actually nonsense. Like maybe a 6 from 10 in a scale woman, 6 from 10, like in looks, thinks these days that she's like a 10 from 10, or deserves a man like above at least 8 from 10 or above, like best 10-20% of men, which is very unrealistic, because she's a little bit above average, and even the average woman think they do deserve like a higher value man, which is absolutely unrealistic. And yeah, the balance is gone, totally gone. Like I know from tellings from my father, like in the 80s and the 90s, dating was, even in Western countries, was easy. Okay, it was always difficult to get a very beautiful woman. They always knew their value, and every man wanted her. That's obvious. That was never easy. But like I'm speaking 5 from 10, 6 from 10, 7 from 10, 8, maybe 8 for even 8 from 10 in the scale, woman, depending on looks. It was much easier, so much easier. And that's because they hadn't like their little smartphone, like the portal to the world, where they could get all the attention from the world, basically, from all men around the world, and sell their body on certain platforms and make actually money with that. And it's so crazy what a pretty woman can do these days. So this is not a rant, that's actually facts. I think you guys already know that. And now you're thinking, and I'm thinking the same thing. And this channel is not only about complaining or analyzing the problem. We want solutions. And what can we do? What is the logic thing? I want to give you guys some values, some tips. The only conclusion I came to is like, leave it. Just leave it. Leave dating in 2026. Just approach a woman if you see her in public or something like that. She's maybe smiling at you, giving you some signs that she finds you attractive, or it's like a coincidence that you speak with her or from your work or whatever. If it's naturally evolving or at a party or something like that, then okay. And you can see it as a challenge to cold approach a woman in public. Even if you get rejected, it doesn't matter. The result doesn't matter. It's about approaching the woman. See it as a training camp. Train your charisma, train your speaking skills, and train your confidence. And that will adapt to other areas in life. For example, public speaking. You will have much more confidence. And I did that. I used that. I cold approached, like I'm 27 years old, and in a few years, especially in the early 20s, I cold approached so many women. I cold approached so many women. I had so many dates. And it was, it was a decent quote, I would say. A decent success. Had some beautiful women, some girlfriends. Had a good amount of one-night stands. Crazy experiences, actually. But as I said, nowadays, I don't want one-night stands anymore. I want a long-term relationship with a good woman to build up something. But that's another story. And even, cold approaching is way more difficult than like 7, 8, 9 years ago. And at least in my opinion, here in Germany, I don't know if how it is in the US, but as an average guy, it's much more difficult. And so the solution is leave it be. See it as a training camp, as a training method for your character, for your skills. And join a brotherhood, join a community, join my channel, subscribe, write down in the comments if you like a Discord server or something like that we can connect, speak in real time. And that's the only two options, two solutions that I could think of, and try to find the needle in the hay. Try to find the one. I would refuse to give up completely, but see it realistic as well. And thank you for watching.